I drew when I was young, but when I was a lot younger, you know, I guess I did two types of drawings. There was the drawings that I did at school, which were usually just doodles in the back of my school books that I used to get told off for. And then when I actually had time to draw, I would draw little characters, and I would draw tons of faces on a page and then give them all a name. And I think this was a way that I could almost control my, you know, environment or what was going on around me, is by creating these characters or people and giving them identities and names, and they had magical powers and all that stuff. If I'm to describe my work in general, you know, like I was saying, I love to draw, you know, from my gut, from my intuition, and it's almost, I feel a lot of the time I'm just following my pen. So I'm not drawing things that really exist literally as they are. I'm drawing things as an experience as I've seen them, and that they might take a different form. So my actual illustrations, there's objects and people and perhaps creatures that are familiar, but then they're a little jumbled up with the world that is spontaneous, or the world that is in my head. When I perform live, there's a lot more words involved, you know, stuff that I'm hearing or taking in, and the work itself is quite whimsical and quite fluid. And one thing a lot of people ask me, especially about my long illustrations, is what happens if you make a mistake? And I say it's all one big mistake. You know, I'm just having fun with it. And when you have an audience, or there's musicians, or there's a band, or there's this kind of sense of community, it is like a big collaboration, because the music, the conversations, your friends, everything is influencing that drawing at that time. People are like, wow, this is happening now, we're experiencing this, and we're a part of this, and there's more of a connection that way. You just allow yourself to feel it and experience it. There's almost this pressure to just create. The drawing comes more from your gut. I almost get high on that, you know. That's how I get high, is by just taking that all in and just letting it out without processing it or thinking about it too much. It's intimate, you know. If I'm performing or I'm drawing, you know, I want people to you know, sense or feel the atmosphere, or to see the drawing, or to be a part of this space where everyone is involved in. I've been working on a body of work for the last 8 years, and it's a collection of 24 books. These very long, detailed, almost diaristic sketchbooks. And right now I'm working on, you know, giving these more of a narrative and turning them into a series of volumes of books. It's like escape, you know, and that's why I started to create at a very young age. I wanted to escape into my own world and enjoy this world and have fun with it. And I'm still doing that now.
Watched you cry back.